Today, folks, it's me again, Chris. Welcome. So, in the last week, we saw that Elon Musk was in court in California. I think it was California. Anyway, so he was complaining about, being grilled by the defendant lawyer. So I thought it would be interesting if we took this up and see what kind of questions a cross-examination like this would have helped Elon. I actually told him about what we're doing in crossexam.me. Basically, crossexam.me creates the questions so that when you go to court, you're well prepared. And it analyzes your answers as well, so you know exactly where the problems are. So in this case, what I've done is that I've already cut and paste because what I did was that I asked the AI to generate the summaries. So it's not possible for us to put everything into the machine, and the machine understand exactly what you're looking for. So we always ask for a summary. If your case is small, just factually small, you can actually do it. You can upload the claims and things like that. But in this case, it's quite a complicated case. So it provided, as far as I know, it provided this kind of claims. So the first one is racketeering. The second one is wire fraud. And the third one was conspiracy in bait and switch. And the fourth is market allocation, which is this is the claims made by Elon Musk. And the defense had this to say, um, deny everything, and there was no binding contract. Elon, plaintiff. Of course, if you know much more than myself, then you can prepare this well. But I'm just doing it for the sake of showing you what questions could have been asked. Anyway, so these are the things, and then what we have to do is this one you keep it. We're always looking from the point of view. The most difficult part, of course, in any litigation is that if you are plaintiff, you have to prove the case first. So we always look at from the side of the plaintiff because if you can't even move your case satisfaction, you can't even answer all the question in cross-examination, then that's it. Anyway, let's go. So the machine now is I'm using DeepSeek, by the way. I'm using DeepSeek. So understand the questions, and it comes up with some questions. So in this case, we have to press start recording. The reason is
Your RICO claim asserts a pattern of racketeering to fraudulently acquire OpenAI's assets, yet the emails released by OpenAI show that you yourself pushed for the organization to become a for-profit entity. So how can a scheme you advocated for be a fraud perpetrated
yes.
against
So
you?
it's not my intention to have that idea. So if you can see, as I talk to you, I'm supposed to answer the question, but I'm doing this just as an experiment to show you what question it can be done. So just ignore the live transcript. I can't turn it off. That's the problem. So it asks a question like this. So, if you can practice what your answer is supposed to be, then you probably have a good answer. And we can go for the next question. So normally, if you have, I mean, I'll do the next question properly. So that
You claim the defendants deliberately lied to extract money, talent, and resources from you, yet in your written communications from 2018, did you not state that you were leaving OpenAI because you disagreed with the direction of the company, and did you not later, in 2023, launch XAI as a direct competitor, actions that contradict your claim of being a victim of a conspiracy rather than a
yes,
disgruntled
yes, you
rival?
are correct. I left the company because I couldn't agree with the direction they were heading. So yes, and XAI was launched because I need to make sure that these people do not create a monster.
So, just to be clear, when you say it's not my to have that idea, are you now denying that you personally proposed making OpenAI a for-profit company or merging it with Tesla in 2017 and
Yes, I deny
2018?
this. I deny this. Somebody make this up. Somebody make this up. I think I repeated twice.
You accuse OpenAI and Microsoft of an illegal market allocation agreement where Microsoft would handle hardware and OpenAI would handle software, but was it not you who, in your communications with Mr. Altman, repeatedly insisted that OpenAI needed Microsoft's compute resources to compete with Google, effectively endorsing that
Yes, I
very
did.
division of
I
labor?
did mention Microsoft as a potential at the time because it was something that I believe should be used to compete with Google. Google was making a lot of inroads, but that doesn't mean there is no illegal market allocation.
So, if you deny proposing the for-profit structure, are you calling the emails that show you suggesting exactly that, including your proposal to attach OpenAI to Tesla as its cash cow, forgeries or fabrications?
It's possibly a fabrication because you're taking my emails, part of my emails, and not the entire emails to show what I meant. So you're not being entirely truthful as you did not quote and took every word from my email.
You allege a bait and switch scheme where the defendants secretly plotted to hand OpenAI over to Microsoft, but when you left OpenAI in 2018, was it not you who walked away from the nonprofit mission, and was it not you who later launched your own
Yes,
rival
you're
for-profit
right.
AI company, XAI?
So let's finish this so that you can see what actually you can gain from using this sort of software. So you can stop here and then the machine will come back to you with the results. So in this case, we've only answered 5 questions. I think it was 6, but normally we don't take the first one. So all of them are bad. All of them are bad, I think. And but my tone of voice is okay. And it gives you an explanation. For example, this one I didn't do it completely because I was talking to you. Okay, so this doesn't count. So the second one is also bad because the contradiction, the area of making the voluntary departure, so and so on. So the only good part was really this one because what it shows is that you actually agrees to it and the reason why. I mean, it's a neutral question. Scoring fail, unable to analyze. Sometimes it doesn't work that well because it's just those kind of questions that you have, right? So All right, so that's some this so this system allows you to understand the kind of questions that the cross-examiner. It's very important that you have a feel and not just walk into a court thinking you can answer every question that comes to you. So I hope people will take this seriously and use this if they're going to court. Thank you.